my honeys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I have this makeup look inspired by the glam queen herself, Kim Kardashian West. Well, she didn't do her makeup, someone else did her makeup, but I was really inspired by this particular makeup look, which I'll post here for you guys so you can see it. She absolutely looks so gorgeous and stunning, and I just had to recreate it for you guys. Of course, if you are new to my channel is full with eyeshadow tutorials. I absolutely am an addict when it comes to eyeshadows. I just love creating different styles. I love doing colorful looks. Of course, sometimes I do like the softer bronzy looks. I am truly thankful for your support and thank you for being here. So yeah, without further ado, you guys, let's go ahead and get started and let's create this kind of reminds me of Cleopatra, you know? This Cleopatra look. I love you so much, and yeah, let's go ahead and begin. Going into my Morphe M514, I'm going to go into the City Bronzer by Maybelline in the shade 200, and we're going to place this, you guys, all over our crease and start to define the cut crease or the outline where we are going to be applying the rest of the colors. And then I'm going to go into this nice detailed brush by Morphe and into the KKW Beauty collab with Mario in the shade Miami. It's that nice brown shade. And I'm just going to go ahead and start to define the cut crease and place it how I want it. And then next, after that, I'm going to go into another detail brush from the same Morphe set. And then with absolutely no product, I'm going to start to blend that out. And pretty much I'm going to be going back and forth with that shade and the bronzer. I don't want it to look too dark because the main focus is the main lid space, but we do want an outline to where we want the cut crease to be. Now in the picture, you guys, it looks like Kim has a little bit of gray in the crease, so I decided to go into the Blue Ya Away palette by Morphe and still going into that detailed brush by Morphe and start to place it right underneath the shades that we're applying first. So I absolutely love this brush because it really does apply the product where you want it to be applied and it doesn't go anywhere else. I love detailed brushes like this for anything that you want to be more detailed and more precise. And then once you've done that, go back to the other brush by Morphe and then start to blend those two together until they are blended and there's no harsh line between those two shades. So once you've placed the colors, you guys, now it's time to create the cut crease. I'm going to go into my, of course, my Eden Primer by Urban Decay and then my Sigma F75 concealer brush. Of course, use code Sandy for 10% off and then start to cut the crease. So in the picture, Kim's cut crease actually looks more slanted versus towards the outer corner versus the way that I did it. I did it more as like a cut crease and I extended it more towards the outer corner. That was my bad. Once I was done, I was like, I didn't do it right. But I was like, F it, whatever, this is gonna have to do. Of course, it's just a recreation of that makeup look. But at this point, it's totally up to you guys. You guys can follow what I did, or you can really copy the picture like the other makeup artist did. So it's up to you. Next, I'm going to go into my MAC 239S brush, and I'm picking up the bone color that's in the palette and the KKW Beauty in collab with Mario. And then we're going to place this all over the lid just to set that primer. Next, I'm going to go into the Blue Ya Away palette again by Morphe and picking up the shade called Encore, which is a nice shimmery gray. And I'm going to place this all over the lid. Now, I did not apply any Fix Plus or anything. I'm going strictly directly from the pan onto my lid. And that's pretty much it, you guys, for the eyeshadows so far on the lid. So now I'm going to go into my liquid eyeliner from The Balm. This one's called The Swing, and it's just black. It does dry matte, which I absolutely love. I don't really like eyeliners that dry shiny. I don't know why, to be honest. I just like them to dry completely matte. And this one does that for me, and I love it. The applicator is also really thin, so I feel like I have total control when it comes to applying my liquid eyeliner. So go ahead and just outline the cut crease, and then we're going to go ahead and create our regular wing eyeliner, the one that you normally do if you wear liquid eyeliner. And then what you're going to do is connect it to the cut crease towards the outer corner. And of course you can go as thick as you want. I personally want to go a little bit more on the medium side, but the size is up to you guys. For the bottom lash line, I'm going to go into that fluffy Morphe brush, and I'm going to start to apply a little bit of that dark brown from the KKW Beauty palette, and then a little bit of the black from the Blue Away. And then I'm going to go into my MAC 266, and I'm going to create another little baby wing towards the outer corner. As you guys can see here, my MAC 266, I love it because it's flat, so it really allows me to create a wing. And then I'm going to go back into that detailed brush with absolutely no product and start to just blend out those eyeshadows. For my waterline, I'm going to go into my MAC Chromographic Pencil in NC15 since I want my waterline to be more brighter since everything else is more intense. I don't want too much black underneath my lower lash line. Let's go ahead and jump into skin. So I'm going to go into my Urban Decay All Nighter Primer. And then for foundation today, I decided to go into something less heavy and not too cakey. I do want my skin to look more glowy, more fresh. Just like in the picture, Kim looks really, really youthful and so pretty as always. So I feel like my Too Faced Born This Way foundation is perfect for today's look. For concealer today, I'm going to go into something different. I know that I always go into the KKW Beauty, which we still are, but for the first concealer that we are going to use, I'm going to go into the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Concealer by Maybelline and place it right underneath the eyes here. Just like that. Sides of my nose. And to blend out the concealer, I'm going to go back into my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and start to blend all this concealer out. And then we're going to go ahead and bring out the KKW Beauty Concealer in the shade number 3. And I'm going to apply this right underneath the eye because I do want a little bit more brightness. I'm going to place it right there, as you guys can see. Now it's time to cream contour. I'm going to go into my Pro Filter Concealer by Fenty Beauty in the shade 360. And then just to blend this out, I'm going to go into my Real Techniques brush, which is the Expert Face Brush. I'm just going to start to cream contour while we have this setting. And Kim's contour looks really soft, so we're not going to go in too crazy. You can tell in the picture that she just has really soft skin. It doesn't look too crazy. For this look, you just want the eyes to be the star of the show and not so much the skin. The skin, we want something not too heavy. I'm going to bring just a little bit here on the forehead, not too much. A little bit more down the bridge of the nose. And I'm going to go back into my Beauty Real Techniques sponge and start to just blend out the concealer. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love blending out my concealer. It's seriously like my favorite part of the whole makeup application. Skin is overall my thing. I love it. I just love blending out the creams and then setting it and then doing the bronzer and all that good stuff. I absolutely just love doing skin. Going back to the Real Techniques sponge, just go ahead and blend out the edges so that everything looks blended. Using my Morphe E30 brush, I'm going to pick up more of that Pro Filter Concealer by Fenty Beauty and then just start to blend and contour my nose. To set my makeup, I'm going to go into the Maybelline Loose, I always forget what this is called and I use it all the time. The Maybelline Loose Powder in the shade Light 01, and we're going to go ahead and just set the concealer and pretty much everywhere where we place concealer. And then with whatever I have left on my sponge, I do set the rest of my face and allow the powder to sink into my skin. For bronzer, I'm going to go back into the same bronzer that we used for the eyes. And this is the Maybelline City Bronzer in the shade 200. I'm going to go into my Sigma Large Angled Contour, the F40, to apply my bronzer. We're going to place this where we placed the cream contour. And then with whatever you have left on the brush, just go ahead and apply it towards the cheeks so we can get a more bronzy effect, but not too much, just apply whatever you have left. And blend. For the nose, go back to the same Morphe E30 and apply some of that bronzer and blend very lightly. We don't want the nose to look too harsh. And then take it up into the brows. And now for blush, we're going to go into, of course, the KKW Beauty in collab with Mario in the shade Very Graceful. And I'm using the Sonia Kashuk brush for blush, which I've actually had this brush for a very long time. I think ever since like, oh my god, I remember, like 2000 and like what, 13, I think. I used to love buying Sonia Kashuk brushes. I haven't bought any in a very long time because I've been so addicted to Morphe. But I definitely need to go to Target and see what they have out now. But yeah, so I'm just using this brush to apply my blush. And now for highlights, I decided to go into the Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics, and of course using my Artist Couture brush, the AC03. And we're just gonna place this highlight right here. Ooh. So beautiful. I always forget how good Champagne Pop is. And then just to tone it down just a little bit, I'm gonna go back into my beauty sponge, just like that. So that way it looks smooth and it doesn't look too overpowering. And then just apply some right on the forehead. And then a little bit on my chin, but not too much, because I do have a lot of breakouts right now. It's so frustrating. I have no idea where they're coming from. Maybe because my period might be coming really soon. I feel like I've been saying that for a while, but I'm like, she is taking forever and I'm breaking out and it's not cute. I'm gonna go ahead and use my finger and apply some down the bridge of my nose, just a little bit. And then just on the tip of my nose. Before we do our lips, I'm gonna go back into the setting powder and just cut my nose a little bit more and let it bake there for a little bit. This is just so my nose can look more skinny. For lips, in Kim's picture, she has a glossy lip, so that's what we're gonna go ahead and do today since we're trying to mimic this makeup look. God, her nose is so perfect. I know it's surgery or filler, whatever she's using, but I love her little nose. She just has like the perfect face. Like, I know a lot of people don't like her, but I just think Kim is just absolutely beautiful. And yes, I know it's fillers, it's surgery, whatever she got done, she looks freaking bomb and she just has such a pretty face. Okay, for the lip liner, it looks like her lip liner is not as dark, so I'm gonna go into this one from KKW Beauty, of course using her line, and it's the lip liner nude number 1. I was gonna go into the Mario one, but that one looks a little, it's too dark, and she doesn't look like her lips are too marcados, and so I wanna try to copy the look as best as I can. I'm gonna use my finger just to blend out the liner so that way there's no harsh lines. For lipstick, it looks like it's strictly gloss, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of lipstick. This is the He's a Mixer with and collab with Mario and KKW Beauty. I'm gonna use my finger and just pat the color in, and just to help to blend out the liner, but I'm not gonna make it too like intense, you know, because we're gonna go in with gloss in just a second. Okay, so now for the gloss, I'm gonna go into the KKW Beauty Proud of You gloss and collab with Mario, and we're gonna place this all over our lips. And now to set our makeup, I'm gonna go into the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and lock everything in. Of course, don't forget to shake it. Alright my honeys, so that is it for today's makeup tutorial inspired by Kim Kardashian. I just love Kim so much. I feel like she's just a gorgeous human, and I feel like every makeup look that she does on herself, she just looks incredible. I mean, I love Kim. I love the way they do her makeup, and this look was definitely so beautiful, and I had to create it for you guys, or recreate it. I will tag the original artist down below so you guys can definitely check her out. I think her name is like Nikki something, and you guys can follow her on Instagram, and she does amazing, flawless work. If you do like this makeup look, please give it a big thumbs up. Also like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for being here with me yet on another video. I love you so much. Besitos, los quiero, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!